Let's talk about how we find the midpoint in a between 2 points. So I've put in 2 points here, -4, 3, and 3, -2. And I guess I do want to just kind of tie this to our distance formula. And you remember in distance formula, you basically did Pythagorean theorem. Well, in this case, what we could do is we could use those side lengths again. We could say, well, this is 5, this length. Half of 5 is 2.5. You could kind of think like, well, it goes right here. That's half of that segment. This segment right here is 7. Half of 7 is 3.5. You could say, well, that goes right in here. Where those two intersect is actually going to be the midpoint. So you're actually doing like, what's the middle of that hypotenuse when we think about distance formula? Thankfully, there's a better way and a faster way to do this, but it really comes down to thinking about averages. What we're going to do is we're going to add up the 2x values and divide by 2, finding their average. Add up two numbers, divide by 2. And then we're going to do the same thing for the y. And of course, we're going to leave it like this because it's a point. It's this point on a graph. So in this example, our 2x's are -4 and 3. So -4 plus 3 over 2. Well, -4 plus 3 is -1. -1 divided by 2. I'm just going to leave it as a fraction. You can see that is the x value we found. Let's do the same thing for the y's. So the y's were 3 and -2. So 3 plus -2 divided by 2. Well, 3 plus -2 is 1, so it's 1/2. Which again, that's the value we'd found. But in this respect, then, we don't actually have to draw the triangle and figure that out. We just find the average. Let's do one more example. Okay, so I put in these 2 points, -1, -4, and 3, 2. So start with just adding up or finding the average of the two x's. So x values were -1 and 3. Add those up, divide by 2. The y values were -4 and 2. Add those up, divide by 2. -1 plus 3 is 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. -4 plus 2 is -2. Divided by 2 is -1. So I'm going to put this point, 1, -1 right here. You can see that definitely looks like the middle, breaking that into congruent segments. So midpoint formula, average the x's and average the y's. If this video helped you, please like and subscribe for more math help.